Good morning, everybody. For tonight, and a beautiful flower. So, yes, I hope everybody's enjoying this crisp Saturday because it's very crisp outside. And healing is on the agenda every day. So, this video is going to be a little different because I am now offering peer services. So, you're like, okay, Alexis, what is peer services? Like, what is that about? So, that's basically this. If you find that you're watching one of my videos, right, and you can actually relate to it, and that's something that you're going through, and you would like to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like life coach vibes, you get what I mean? Then definitely forehead and I, complete sentence, forehead and I, it's a whole word, at gmail.com. That's going to be in the link. It's going to be in my YouTube, all of that stuff, right? And what I want to talk about today is like, healing is always on the agenda, no matter who you are. Yes, day 159. Yeah. But healing is on the agenda, whether you're in recovery, out of recovery. And I want to share something with you, right? Is that I found myself pulling back a few layers about this healing process. And it's a part of the healing process that people do not talk about, right? And that is killing off your old self. And what I mean by that is the way you used to respond, the way you used to react, the things you used to do. I'm going to give you a clear example of this. I find myself at times overcompensating because, how can I say? I feel like overcompensating because I feel like I'm not worthy of love, and trying to figure out where that actually originated. Because a part of the healing process is finding what the core is and digging in that and trying to figure that out. But you got to pull back a few layers before you actually get there. Some people have more layers than others. I have a few, but I finally got to the core of, why I felt so unworthy of love and why I act the way I act and behave the way I behave in relationships. And I found myself doing this, is that I'll be the person to say this, and this is how I had to check myself, right? Because in this healing process you're gonna have to check yourself. So I checked myself by doing this. I'll be the person to say, I did everything for you, I did this, I was there for you, I did everything. And then I had to see, where was that rooted in? And it wasn't rooted out. When people like to say, listen, you do it out of the kindness of your heart, because that's just who you are. I'm an empath. That's who I am. Like, yes, I got in social work. That's my job. That's what I do. However, when I do that, even though it's from the kindness of my heart, it's rooted in unworthiness. So that's where the overcompensation comes in all areas of my life. And I had to ask myself, like, why do I feel like that? Like, why do I feel like I always got to go above and beyond to prove to somebody that I care about them, prove to them that I love them? Because if people really love you, you don't have to do that around them. My core group, and y'all know who they are, you understand? I don't have to do that around them, but I still feel like I have to. You understand what I'm saying? That's a feeling. That's real. That's real. If you're the type, if you ever find yourself saying, I'll give you the shot, I would have gave them the shirt off my back, I do this, I do that, I do this. Why do you feel like you need to do that? Yeah, you may be that person, but why do you always feel like you have to do that? You don't. Because no matter what you do for certain people, they will never change. They will never change. They will never give you what you really want or what you really deserve. They won't. They don't have it. Some people just don't have it. And it's not up to you to give it to them. Just because you're a beautiful flower. You understand what I'm saying? Be a beautiful flower. That doesn't mean you have to always give, because you're going to run into people in this world that's going to take. And then you're left with anything. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Zero, zilch, nothing. Just nada. Just sitting there looking crazy. Absolutely not. Healing is always on the agenda. Healing is always on the agenda. So if you find yourself watching one of these videos, right? One of my videos, 49, please don't feel... I do these videos because, one, it keeps me accountable of my own healing process and my own recovery. That's one. Two, it's about helping another person. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like these videos are helpful for you and you need more, foreheadandi at gmail.com. We are here. We are here like a beautiful flower. We are here. You understand? Like, this process is about killing off your old self, and I still go through it too. I'll give you a good example of what I'm doing, of what I mean. I made a video, I think this was yesterday, the day before yesterday, about boundaries, right? And I found myself I made that video because I found myself being fraudulent in my own boundaries. Like, okay, I'm setting boundaries with all these people, but I'm not setting boundaries with myself. I'm going to give you a clear example of this. You know, I had to set a boundary with myself that I no longer can be around people that drink. And I'll tell you, and I'll tell you what I mean by this. If we used to just party together and that's just what we did, I cannot take that image of you out of my mind. Like, okay, there are people that I've known for years, so they've known me with like before. You know what I'm saying? before. You know, so that doesn't apply to them. But some people in my life, like if all we did was party and do all this, I can't hang out with you. And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me. So as I'm setting boundaries with this person, I need to be setting boundaries with myself. Like, no, you cannot do this. You are putting yourself in the danger zone. And it might not be immediate danger, but it turns into that. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't have to be in recovery to understand that. I would hope that you don't have to be in recovery to understand it. But if you do, if you don't, I understand. I share that to say this is that I'm on this platform to be as transparent as possible. You know what I'm saying? I have good days and I have bad days, but I show up every day because healing is on the agenda every day. You understand? So if you find yourself wanting to talk to somebody that one is definitely not going to tell your business because I can't. This is foreheadandi. You understand? That's one. Two, really digging deep and pulling back some layers and giving you a different perspective. That's what I'm here for. That's what this is. Foreheadandi. I want you to be a beautiful flower, male or female. You understand what I'm saying? I share these things because healing is a big thing for me. Mental health is a big thing for me. And I have to constantly check myself and my own boundaries. Like I was so busy setting boundaries with everybody else, I forgot to set boundaries with Alexis, with foreheadandi. Because we can't always trust our mind. See, people don't tell you that. You can't always trust your mind. Your mind will have you think it's something that you can't always trust your mind. You cannot. It's the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So I share that with y'all to say, listen, if you find yourself seeing one of these videos and you want to talk about something, you're trying to heal from something, you need a different perspective about something, do not hesitate to hit me up because that's what I'm here for, to give you a different perspective, to understand, to share something. Because I listen, I'm going to share my story. I'm telling you, it'll touch some hearts. Is it a heart in the house? Because it's going to touch something. Because I want you just to be a beautiful flower. Especially on this Crip Saturday. It is beautiful. I went to the gym, y'all. It was amazing. I almost lost in the gym. Oh, my goodness. My legs feel like noodles. It was all bad. But, you know, the results are coming soon, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? But I share that to say that, you know, you don't have to do things alone. You know, I know a lot of people are a little skeptical about therapy and all that other stuff, and I get that. But you do not have to do anything alone. You don't. Okay? Foreheadandi, whole word, @gmail.com. All right? Everybody enjoy your Saturday. And remember, you are a beautiful flower and healing is always on the agenda.